day. It's Friday, last day of trading week, and I hope that the stream is live. Yep, stream is live. And if you guys are here, give a thumbs up, and also let me know if you're here. We can look at the full analysis, how the market might be doing, and based on that, we will be entering into the trade. And if you have any question, you can ask in the live chat. Welcome. Thank you. So last day of trading week is pretty important day, as there will be weekly close, and also with the weekly close we could find significant trading opportunity in this market. So looking at the daily chart, first of all, let's look at the daily perspective on XAUUSD. And in the meantime, yesterday, how many of you had on the trade that you have open on XAUUSD? You can let us know here. Now we can see that on daily chart, first of all, looking at the monthly, let's look at the full multi-time frame analysis. And then after the multi-time frame analysis, we will be looking for the lower time frame approach in this market. First of all, let's see where the price is heading. I'll be sharing the link in the group so that everyone can join. The link is shared on the live chat, and also will be on the VIP channel. Okay, so here is what we can see on XAUUSD. We can see that this is a monthly price action on gold, and with that monthly price action, okay, so this is the monthly candlestick pattern. But we can see that the price, there is a bounce here, okay, so from this level, and with that bounce, a strong movement to the upside, followed by this pullback, and you can see another bounce, followed by, we can see the market is currently coming back down here, creating series of lower high formation. Now looking at the bigger picture is always better to see overall picture in the market. Before we look at the overall picture, guys, make sure you also give a thumbs up when you are here, and you can say yes when you are here in the live chat so that you know that you're present. So you can see here, this is the monthly price action creating series of lower high in that area, and with this series of lower high formation, you can see this is the resistance line on the monthly, and this is the long-term picture on XAUUSD. If we look at the weekly chart, we can see that from the weekly, the price has crossed this high. Okay, so after cross, we can see the market has got a rejection, and with that rejection, the price grabbed that liquidity, had a huge drop in that area. And this is a long week candle on XAUUSD. From the weekly perspective, we can see the market, this is a massive liquidity grab in that area, which has given a very strong momentum on gold. And as it is almost end of the week, what I think that we might see a potential rejection in that area. Okay, so with that rejection, expecting XAUUSD to drop down potentially, as it's almost end of the week. And if the market managed to break, because already we can see the price has got a rejection from the resistance line. If you look at here, you can see this is a resistance where the price tested the support as a resistance, and with the test of the support as a resistance, we can see there is a long week candle, and with that long week candle, expecting for the market to come back down here to create a new lower low. So From the weekly perspective, what I can see that XAUUSD is in a downtrend here. Okay, so with that long week candle, bearish price action, expecting for the market to drop back down to the support level to create a new lower low. So we can see that the market is in a downtrend, and if we closely look at it, you can see there is a doji from the weekly, which is a very long week candle, and there is another long week candle here. So in those areas where the market tested that, has got a rejection, we could see that I think that there might be trend continuation for the upcoming week, and it could lead that price back to the support level, which is an important support here, expecting for the market to come back to the support, and that might lead that price to the support, and ultimately we could see the market again trending back to the upside. If we look at the daily chart, where there is further opportunity on the daily time frame, if we look at here, you can see this is the starting of the move on the daily with a doji, okay, massive bounce to the resistance line, and then has got a rejection here. Okay, so with that rejection, expecting for the market to come back down to the support level here, which is an important support. And with that drop, okay, so what we can see that the market to drop back to the support level here. Okay, so creating series of higher low formation. This is the daily doji, and with the daily doji, what we can see that the market to come back here to the support level, and this doji is quite significant, as we can see the market to come back here to the support level and then to bounce back up to create a new higher high. So downside currently possible on XAUUSD. If we look at the 4-hour perspective, we can see that there is a head and shoulder formation on this instrument. Now if you look at here, you can see there was an uptrend here. So I will be explaining now a very important concept, guys. If you are really passionate about trading, and if you want to become a long-term profitable trader, then what I'm telling, guys, pay attention. If possible, take notes. This is the real trading system that you'll education that you learn how the smart money trade. So I'll be explaining what I call the GPS of the market. How can you navigate? If you're a driver, then you need to know the road rules to drive the car, right? So similarly, if you want to be a trader, you need to know the mechanics of the market, how the market moves. Now, if you want to know that, one thing, make sure you give a thumbs up. Did you like this stream? I see that it's 1/5 of the view. So if you smash it to 20, then I'm going to explain. Once the like will go to the 20, then I'm going to explain the GPS of the market that will help you to navigate to see how the market moves in this situation. So I'm waiting for the likes to be 20. So in the meantime, let me look at here on what's happening with the euro dollar. So euro dollar, we had a trade yesterday, which is, we can see the market is still moving in that direction. So from the daily, we can see that euro dollar here forms series of lower high and then broken below. If you look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, the market also dropped. From the monthly, we can see that there is a drop. And from the intraday perspective, from 4-hour time frame, we can see the market was forming series of lower high in that area, and we could see that the price is breaking below this level. Euro dollar, we can see there is a lower local time frame, an upside bias here that might be what I think that a pullback, which could lead back later today. And yesterday we have seen that with the news there was a quite up and down here, but ultimately we saw the drop and then bounce. So if you look at the daily here on euro dollar, we can see that it's moving back up, but I think that if we see enough pullback to the upside, we might find eventually for the market to come back down here on euro USD. So we'll leave it here in that area. And before we do in-depth analysis as this market, once we find an entry, we'll be entering. But let's quickly going back to XAUUSD, which is basically trending very nicely. currently in a very strong downtrend, and probably you guys have seen the analysis. I always recommend you to watch the analysis, as if you watch the analysis where you will be able to see how the market is doing for the long-term perspective on XAU USD. So if you look at here, you can see that this is a consolidation here, and the market managed to break below. And with that break, with this consolidation on XAU USD, here is the as I mentioned before, that we will be discussing about what I call the GPS of the market. So let's understand what is that GPS of the market while you guys are watching the live session. We will be looking to enter at the moment, as you have seen the analysis, potentially down bearish trade. Now, before we go to that, let's quickly look at on XAU USD how the GPS of the market works in this situation, because once you know that, you can navigate the market to find the potential trajectory of the movement in the market. So are you guys ready to know that? I say that likes is going up. So while it is going up, let's understand it now, how the market moves, how the smart money predict the market when you are trading. Now you can see that first of all, I've drawn a consolidation pattern. Now it can be a consolidation, can be any kind of this is, if you look at here, any kind of price action that might be. If you look at here, you can see that this is for example, an inverted head and shoulder. Okay, it can be an inverted head and shoulder, any kind of pattern that defines a reversal. Okay, so reversal doesn't have to be a double bottom, double top, or doesn't have to be consolidation. It can be any pattern that is either sideways. Especially we see that in most of the time when the market reverse, it moves in a sideways. So with that in mind, if you look at here, you can see that this is let's say the market in a sideways. Okay, so it's in a sideways movement, and that's the sign that the market might be going for a reversal. Not certain, because when you look at the sideways, it might be if you look at, you can see this is a sideways market, and with that sideways movement, if you look at here, we can see this is a sideways market, and let's say the market had a breakout from that sideways market, right? So which is a sign that the market is going for a reversal. Okay, so this is you can see this is a resistance here. Okay, so which is the resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. And once the market had a breakout, now how do you predict a breakout? In fact, it can be that in most of the time you'll see the market has gone up and then reversed back again. And how do you know that it's a reversal? Okay, so there are some unusual confirmation that you can find. One of them, if I give you an example with this XAUUSD, you can see that there is a gap open here, so which is a big gap here. And with that gap open, what we can see, the market grabbed the liquidity and then had a breakout with this gap opening. And with that breakout, pullback, another breakout, deeper pullback, another breakout. So the market basically moving in an uptrending direction on XAUUSD. And if you look at here, you see there is a gap open and the market has formed a sideways movement, and then there's a gap open and the market managed to break out, pullback, breakout, deeper pullback, breakout, and fail to create a new higher high, grab the liquidity, reverse. Now we'll be going to that point. First of all, once you see the market moved enough sideways and then made a false breakdown and the market managed to break out, that's the sign the market is changing its trend from this downtrend sideways to an uptrend. Now if we go to the here, what we can see that the market, once we see that this order block, that is where the smart money bought this market, and that's why this market aggressively has gone to the upside. So once you see that pole that I say, that breakout pole, which is basically a strong buying pressure in the market, it starts its uptrend, right? It's still not yet. We need to see a retest of that order block that the market has created. Now, if you guys look at it, you can see this is a retest of the order block, and also there is a gap here. Okay, so you can see that this is the what I call the fair value gap. Okay, so that means that when the market coming for a pullback to retest the previous resistance and support, the bullish pressure is so high that the market left an imbalance and has managed to break to the upside again. And that's where the starting of a trend, which is basically creating series of higher high and higher low, which is basically in an uptrend. Okay, so which is, this is an uptrending market structure. Now in that uptrending market structure, if you look at here, you can see that the market forming series of higher high, higher low. Okay, so which is in a strong uptrend. Now in that uptrending market, now once we define that uptrend, okay, so you know that this is a market that only we will be buying. Not yet, guys. Don't be too much rush in the market. Wait for a potential break of a structure. This is the secret of all successful trader. Now when you see a market trending with a nice structure, creating series of higher high and higher low, and then break from that structure, that's where the entry, right? Sell, no, not buy entry. Because when you see that the market, first time is, most of the time, nothing is certain in trading. It's all about probability. The probability that the market has broken from the structure, grab the liquidity, manage to break out, which is basically in an uptrend again. And with that break of structure, we can look for potential entry opportunity in that market. This is where guys, the opportunity lies. Now after the break of structure, if the market fail to, it may continue to rise. If the trend is very strong, it may, as you know, that the trend at some point could change, and at some point we could see that the market is basically breaking from that structure, started a new downtrend, and that's where, boom, okay, that's where the market changes its trend from an uptrend to a downtrend. Now this is where the GPS that we're talking about, if you see that the market managed to again change its trend, in majority of the time you will see this what we call the water flow, and that movement in majority of the time you will see that very strong and could just break that fair value gap, the last point that you have seen, before it gains new momentum. That's how in majority of the time the market moves, guys. If you are trading for some time, you understand. I'm not sure, but if you are not sure, then you can have a look at over and over again. So this is where the real trading happens. When you understand that when the market breaks finally from that trend, it might lead back to the order block, breaking that fair value zone. So with that in mind, let's now look at, I hope that you guys enjoyed that. You understood, you learned from it. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more content. Also tomorrow there will be educational content coming up. So don't miss out to learn and grow as a trader with me. So you can see that this is where, if you look at the XAUUSD, here is, this is a downtrend here. There is you can see this is a big drop here to the support level, sideways movement, another drop. So the market basically trending, creating series of lower high and lower low. So with that in mind, what we can see XAUUSD is, this is the 1 hour chart, and in that 1 hour chart we can see the market was trending, a bounce, pullback, another bounce, deeper pullback, another bounce, deeper pullback. The market is now changed its uptrend currently to a downtrend. You can see that here is, this is a resistance line. The market changed its uptrend to a downtrend, and we can see that this is a where there is a sideways movement. From that zone, the market managed to break below again with a stronger momentum. Now at the moment, what we can see that XAUUSD, it's in a downtrend and expecting for the market to come back down and to drop to that support level, where if you guys look at it, you can see it's in a downtrend, expecting for the market to trend. Now lower time frame price action on 15 minutes, we can see a couple of liquidity candle formation here, which is basically a strong zone where the market managed to drop. If we look at the indicator, you can see there is a sell opportunity here. If you guys have access to that indicator, if you are our member, you can get access to that indicator. You can see this is a sell zone here on XAUUSD, where there is a doji formation, and with the doji, this is a 15 minutes doji. The market crossed that high, grabbed the liquidity from a doji, and from that zone the market currently creating series of lower high in that area, which eventually breaking that price below this level. And with that in mind, so if you look at the 1 minute, it's a very strong downtrend at the moment. We'll be waiting for the price to this is a pretty stronger price action here on the 1 minute, which is a strong downtrend, currently forming a resistance line here in this area. And with that resistance, this is an important zone. Okay, so here looking at the 1 hour chart, a very strong downtrend, expecting for the market to break below in that zone. And if we see that the market is bouncing here, okay, so which is we can see the market breaking above. So with that breakout, if you look at here, you can see the market moving back up, where we might see strong liquidity grab and then to return back again towards the downside. So here is the I would like to draw the resistance line here, which is a very important resistance on the lower time frame. And you can see this is a 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, lower time frame price action. And with that in mind, what we can see that the market, this is a resistance line here, 30 minutes perspective here, 30 minutes selling pressure in that area that I can see potentially. We could see that the market is coming back here. Couple of dojis here as well. This is the zone that I would like to target for potential entry. We have seen yesterday also there was a very strong drop on XAUUSD that in fact has given momentum. And with that momentum, what we can expect for this market, you can see this is a series of higher low formation, expecting for the price to revert back to the upside, which is an important resistance zone, wanting to see that the price is heading to that level and then to dropping back down to the support level here. So we'll see that how the market might be doing, and based on that we can look for entry, expecting to grab more liquidity. If we find that, we need to always look for the best entry possible. Okay, so at the same time, this is the 15 minutes price action, which is also forming a bearish candle. Let's see if we can find a potential entry. 4 minutes remaining for this candle to close. We might see another drop potentially from here. Look at the 5 minutes. And with that in mind, what we can see the market, this is an important level of resistance. Wanting to see that it's breaking above and then coming back down. Which is a very important liquidity zone here. So therefore, expecting XAUUSD to bounce, grab liquidity, and then to drop back down again to create a new lower low to see how the price might be doing in that area. So if you look at the 30 minutes, so you can see the market in this lower time frame. This is the 15 minutes, also a bearish price action. And with this bearish price action here on XAUUSD, expecting for the price to revert back again to create a new lower low to see how the price might be doing here. Let's look at that. Okay, so here what you can see that the market is this is a resistance line. Okay, so what we can see, what you could see, the market is breaking above and then to coming back down again, create a new lower low to see how the price might be doing in that area. And with that in mind, what we can expect for the price to I would like to see that the market has broken a major structure on the lower time frame on the 1 minute, which might lead that price back to that support here. So with that in mind, we can see this is a resistance line, and expecting it for the price to come back here to the support level. All right, so we'll see that how the price might be doing in that area, and based on that we can look for potential entry opportunity. One thing, so first of all, it's moving up, and then we can look for that downward pressure that we'll be entering into the trade. We'll see here how far it might be coming, and from this level you can see there is a bounce here, expecting it to break to the upside and then to trend in that direction. We'll see that how far might be going for the price to come down here, and with that drop, what we can expect for the price to bounce back up, grab the liquidity, and then to trend in the direction. What you can see here is this is where the resistance line, expecting it to break above and then to return back again to create a new lower low. We'll see that how far it may go. So look at the 1 minute chart where you can see the market in this area here, which is forming series of higher low, and with that series of higher low formation, this is where you can see the market slowly turning back to the upside, which might be breaking to the upside. And here what we can see that the price eventually moving back up, so wanting to see that it's getting enough upside here for potential entry before we look for that entry opportunity. .30 minutes perspective, 15 minutes, where you can see that the market basically, this is a doji where we can expect it for the price to series of lower high formation, expecting for the market to come down here to create a new lower low. So with that in mind, what you can see here is this is the 15 minutes perspective, 30 minutes price action, 15 minutes price action, expecting for the market to break below and then to create a new lower low. In the meantime, traders, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up, smash it, and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. Let's start some music with which is important to look at. Familiar, everyone? Thank you. You guys enjoying the live session? It's not only the trading and also the discussion, also analysis, and also sharing the knowledge. A lot of things that we can share together in this platform where you will be able to learn the best trading strategy possible. Thank you. And if you still didn't subscribe to the channel, you can do so. Some new music needed. Thank you very much. We can see that from here there is a breakdown and it may continue to drop in that direction. From the lower time frame here, we can see the market is down in a downtrend and we could see that potentially downside here. Okay, so what we can see here is this is an important level of resistance in that area. Okay, so we can see that in that level where there is a resistance. Okay, so series of lower high formation, and with this series of lower high, what we can see, the market in this area forming series of lower high, the market started to drop back below. We could see that eventually the price is coming down and then to create a new lower low. And what we can expect for the market to drop potentially to the support level here. And if we look at the 15 minutes perspective here, what you can see that from the 5 minutes perspective and the lower time frame, the market in a downtrend, and with the downtrending market structure expecting for the price to create a new lower low. That's where we can see that there are potentially further trend continuation. Let's keep the same time frame. I know that sometimes I do change time frame a lot, is because so that we understand that how, so that you guys understand that how the market playing out with the higher time frame and in relation to the lower time frame, which is absolutely important for stronger understanding about the market movement, as there is always a relationship between the higher time frame and the lower time frame. And most traders make these mistakes that they normally trade based on one time frame, such as looking at the 5 minutes or 1 minute and then entering into the trade with that time frame, which eventually always may not be coming correct. The best way is to look at higher time frame in relation to the lower time frame and then entry on the lower time frame. Now if you want to enter on the lower time frame, we can see that this is where, if you want to understand that when to enter, as an example, I have posted a very important educational content a couple of days ago in that strategy as well, that how you will identify the daily chart, daily candlestick pattern with even the 1 minute chart to know exactly how you will be trading based on this strategy, how you will be relating the higher time frame with the lower time frame. And that's where the best trading education comes in play. So make sure guys, you always subscribe if you haven't done that, and go to the playlist for more content like that. Now you can see that this is the 1 minute chart, and in that 1 minute chart the market currently creating series of lower high. If we see that any of this series of lower high is broken, that's where we'll be able to see the potential entry opportunity in the market. So the most important part here is that if you look at, you can see that the market is in a downtrend, right? Now this is what we are talking about in the past, that for entry we need to see a breakup structure. When you see the breakup structure, you can understand that the market is in fact, after this breakup structure, it grabbed the liquidity, and then you can look for a potential entry opportunity. Okay, so which is very important. This is a resistance line here. You can see, if we see the market is managed to break this resistance line where there's a high liquidity, we can look for that entry opportunity in the market. Let's see how it is going by, guys. In the meantime, if you're enjoying the live session like you're doing every day, make sure you give a thumbs up, smash it, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. If you have any question, you can let me know or let us know in the live chat. Thank you very much. Are you in any trade? Not yet today, not yet. has gold changed trend to bearish? What do you think? Yes, guys, don't press the sell button yet. I think that potentially we might see some downside here. It may happen the other way around, so make sure take everything as probability. In fact, trading is probability. Now you can see that I have deleted all the lines so that you guys understand. This is the 1 hour chart, and we can see a break of structure. And with that break of structure, as this is the last day of trading week, we might see that eventually the market is coming to that order block. Okay, so where this is an order block here, and in that order block, we can expect for the market to drop down again to that support level. And so here is triple top formation. Okay, so which is a consolidation pattern, triple top, expecting for the market to come back down to the support level, where with that support we can expect for the market to come back down. This is an important level of resistance here, where this is a support level here. So this is the 1 minute chart here, again changing the time frame. So this is the order block that the market locally, it's in a downtrend, and we may see that the price ultimately coming to that support level, coming with the downtrend, expecting is for the price to first break out and then to drop down. Okay, so that might be the situation on XAU USD. So we'll be waiting for that potential that entry, and then we can look for that price to come back down again to create a new lower low. Let's see how far it might be going for the long-term picture in this market. And in the meantime, guys, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So tomorrow there will be new content coming for all of you to experience some new content that I'm creating for the community, so that you can understand the real strategy, how the market moves, that can be applied to any trading system, either gold, forex, crypto, anything. So make sure you stay tuned during the London session time for that content, and to access that, also press that notification bell so that you are not missing that I am posting every single day. Thank you. And here we can see the market forming series of lower high. Okay, and with that series of lower high formation, that's where potentially you can see this is an important level of resistance here. Okay, so which we can see that with that resistance line, expecting it to bounce and then to drop back down again, grab liquidity, and then to break below to create a new lower low, to see how the market might be doing. What you can see that this is the 15 minutes perspective, and with that lower time frame. Okay, so 1 minute chart, the market is trending, and a series of lower high in that area as well, expecting it to break below and to come back down to the support level. Let's see how far it is doing. Okay, so here is series of lower high. We might see that now potentially further downside here. Yesterday we had a nice entry. This movement is still going on, that you have seen, guys, yesterday, and with that movement, expecting it to remain in that direction. We'll see how far it might be going. Okay, so we can see the market is in that direction. We'll see how far it might be heading. Thank you very much. Welcome. Expecting it to break out to the resistance line and then to return back again to create a new lower low. Welcome, welcome. Well done, well done. Thank you. Yes, gold is bearish for the next week because it has grabbed liquidity. Yes, this is a very important concept. Many of you probably understand liquidity who are following this channel. If you don't understand, let me clarify again. First, I would like to know that do you understand liquidity, which is an absolutely important concept in terms of um, long-term trading. Now, if you want to trade like a smart money, which is the real trading system that you can expect from the market, so liquidity is the fuel of the market. So how can you understand the liquidity is grabbed? Because when you see that liquidity is grabbed, this is where the market prepared for a bigger move. Why? Because the market is moved by the smart money. As a retail trader, we only can move few pips if we all together enter into the trade. So if you want to really excel as a trader, you need to master three pillars that I say in the market. Okay. Now, as I mentioned many times, the Nikola Tesla, famous inventor, once said that if you want to know the secret of the universe, then think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. In fact, it is, right? If you go to the fundamental level, if you go to the subatomic level, there is only energy and frequency of that energy and the vibration. Okay. This is a very important, which is everywhere, right? In the human being also, there are three, if you fundamentally analyze a human being, three important aspect, right? Like the universe has energy, which is energy in motion, in emotion in human being. Okay, so, and that's what it is, right? Energy is everything. Now, that energy, how they are vibrating, will determine where is the dimension of everything, right? So it's the vibration is the dimension of that energetic state. So if you look at the market, there are three pillars in the market, right? Market structure, liquidity, and price action. So market structure will determine the direction of the trade, which is 70% of my trading decision based on the market structure. And when you look at the market structure, okay, so you understand that either to buy or sell. That's why what I say that triple W that one must answer if you want to enter into a trade. Okay, so WWW. So what's that? First W is which way to trade will come from the market structure, right? So this is where the most important part. So first W is which way to trade, either to buy or sell, which is the market structure. Second W, which is when, right? When to enter. You know that either to buy or sell. The next thing that you need to decide when to enter. And when you look at when to enter, that's where you know that this is the time to enter. How do you know that? From the price action. Price action confirmation will give you that entry opportunity. So you answer 2W. What is the third W? There's no dot here. Just keep in mind that. The third W is where you need to combine the trading psychology along with your entry. And third W is where why. Okay, so not only just finding a direction and then correctly enter will not give you profit until you know why, which is the part of your trading psychology. Every trade, ask yourself question, why am I trading? That will give you a very strong reason to hold on to long-term profitability. And if you look at here, you can see this is a move here on the 1 minute chart. Let's see if there is an opportunity coming up. We might find, let's see that if there is any. The market is heading to an important liquidity zone. Okay, so the market is heading an important liquidity zone with a stronger momentum. Let's see if we can find an entry. As it is breaking above, I would like to see the market manage to, from that level, manage to reverse. Then we can look for that entry. I will be placing a sell stop in that area. You can see 24 pip stop loss. I'm placing a sell stop, though it is a very tight entry. So placing a sell stop from this level with a 23 pip stop loss, and we'll be targeting here to this level, to the support, expecting it to return back again. So sell stop at 2668 on XAUUSD. Sell stop at 2668, stop loss 2670.507, and TP target at 2663.53. It's a pending order on XAUUSD. If the market managed to drop, then we will be looking to hold the trade. So take profit target at 2663.53. I got triggered. I got an entry. So I got the trade entered. It's a very tight entry. So I got triggered with the trade, expecting it for the market to drop back down again. So here we expected a reversal. This is a few peep above this level, wanting to see that it's dropping down here to see how the trade might be playing out. Expecting the market to return back to the support level. Wanting to see that the market to drop in that direction, and then to create a new lower low to see how the market might be doing here. All right, so we want to see some peep gain with that movement on XAUUSD. It's Friday, last day of trading week. It's breaking below. You'll be able to see some improvement here. Thank you very much, guys. If you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Thank you. All right, we see some downside here, which is expected. At least we can expect it to come back here to 665. Let's get it to be improved. Thank you very much. Well done, well done. Expecting for the market to come back down and then to trend in the direction. as we see a very strong move. Want to see that it's getting rejected here. Thank you. You can see there is a doji. Want to see that it's breaking below and then coming back down to the support level to create a new lower low. We see some progression. Well done. Waiting for the market to break below. So this is a candle. There is a rejection from this level here. Now 5 minutes price action, wanting to see that it's coming back here to the downside. Thank you. Small not expected. We'll be looking to see. This is a high liquidity zone. So I will keep few pip above the stop loss. Just if the market is hitting that level and getting back here. Okay, so it's in a very crucial level. Now the market hit a very important liquidity zone. So if it is getting rejected from that, then we might see the support retest, or we're almost to the upper edge. Or the trade. So here with this trade, look at here, you can see the market is this is an important level of resistance. It just took that, and let's see where it is trying to be heading. And I think that we might see eventually a rejection. As you know, all the trade that I open with the tighter stop loss, it just depending on your spread. Now, I'm still not impressed with the fact that it's gonna be very bullish, and I think that we might see eventually potential downside here. And I will be because for just one pip I got stopped, I will be re-entering with the same setup here as with around 18 pip stop loss at 2671.80 with the same setup. So I've opened another position with the market. And yeah, I'm on another trade. If you guys are running, I wouldn't expect to open another one. But if we, as I'm out, so I have opened with a very tight risk, another position, expecting it to reject as the market in a liquidity zone. It might even bounce back up again. I take very tight risk, which is very important as a trader to maintain the risk management, which is the key to become profitable. Not more than 0.5% or 1% risk per trade, which is an absolutely important to understand the market structure. And if you look at here, you can see the market in this area. This is a 5 minutes candle, very narrow doji. 1 minute chart, we can see the market. This is in an important liquidity zone here. Okay, so with that in mind, here I'm on another trade in this area, wanting to see that it's coming again for order block retest, as it just tested the resistance line here. There is a high liquidity. That's very unusual movement again. See where it is heading. Look at the 4 hour, 1 hour. It's trying to break above. Lower time frame, price action here. This is a 1 minute chart here. A long week candle, expecting it to come back down here to create a new lower low. Now downward pressure is important to see the market is coming here. And we'll see how far it's coming. There is a doji, 5 minutes. We'll be holding on to it. This is a 5 minutes doji. The market has reached enough zone here. This is a very strong liquidity zone. And with that, as it has crossed that liquidity zone. Okay, so because it has crossed that liquidity zone, expecting it to come back down in that direction again, see how far it might be going, and based on that we can look for potential trading opportunity. We'll see how far we can hold it, and key here is to see that the market is breaking from that structure again and then trending in the major direction. The trading is, guys, keep in mind that here the wrong way to trade is to find, to try to find all trades in your favor. The best way to trade is to look for the opportunity that you can hold on to for good profit target. That's the best way to trade. And so here the trend is important to see that it's changing its position in terms of trend. Want to see that changing the trend. Now there is a doji formation, which is it's the 1 minute chart, and want to see change of trend, which is essential to see. If it is changing the trend, we could see again break below in the direction. So here you can see that doji. From the daily standpoint, we can see that it's a downtrend. Okay, we see a candle closed and the market started to move in the direction. And with that movement with that breakdown, want to see that it's coming to the support level because the long-term trend is down. So always the market expect to play out in the major direction of the trend. And thanks for your support to the channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. So we are on the second trade on XAUSD. Want to hold that so that we are we are up with the previous one and then gaining some additional profit, which is the target here. Thanks for your support. Okay, so a red candle, a bearish candle, and that price action, expecting it to see again another bounce from this level. The market uh, a little crazy volatile here. So where it is heading on the lower time frame, 5 minutes. The market is reversing here. I don't think so, as it's a very strong downtrend. We can expect deeper pullback before it reverse. Um, okay, so we can see the rejection again, holding on to it, to drop, break below. It grabbed enough liquidity from the resistance, can expect downside momentum. Wanting to see that coming down here. Keeping the screen a little bit clearer so that you guys can see that. You guys subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, you can do so. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. So you see that there is a potential head and shoulder, and want to see that it's breaking below from the head and shoulder. And it's the expectation. Let's see what the market is doing. Thank you. Well. See, there is a primary rejection. Holding on to it. If you guys are holding on, then you can do so with me together. Okay, so we see there is a head and shoulder formation, expecting for the market to trend in the direction to the lower downside here. And with that in mind, this is a big drop here, pullback, expecting for the market to trend in the direction to create a new lower low. If we look at the 30 minutes and 15 minutes perspective, we can see the market in a downtrend, and locally, so see how it's trying to play out. Well done. And okay, so the gap open, trying to revert again to the upside after this breakup structure. Came to some profit area, again returning back. So there is a bullish candle formation after a retest. So that might give some momentum here again, and we'll see where the price is trying to be heading at the moment. Triple top formation. It's reasonable movement. If it is not returning, that could lead again to this level here. We see that it's the last point that we can expect for the market to reject or continuation. See, there is a continuation, so there might be further movement. Let's see that on the 4 hour what it is trying to do. We see that there is a strong rejection from the support level, and that might you can see the market trending in that direction. We might see that that might lead that price back to the neckline here. Okay, so with that then move to the neckline. Guys, look at it, you can see this is a there was a breakup structure. Again, the market managed to break to the upside here, and this movement at any point we could see that rejection from the top. As if you look at it, you can see that this is a from the 15 minutes perspective, a bounce could lead that price back to the upside. And this is a nearest resistance here. Okay, so with that in mind, with that bounce here, expecting for the market to return back to the upside. Now, as we see the fail to create a new lower low, we might see some movement here to the resistance line. We'll be waiting for further entry opportunity. At the moment, will not be entering any other trade until we see the price has reached that level that we are expecting. From that zone, we can again re-enter any position later today. So it's almost nearly end of the week. I hope that guys you enjoyed throughout the week. All the live session as well as analysis will be coming up with some new content tomorrow. If you guys are enjoying that, make sure you stick till the end or every day, that all the content that I'm posting, watch all of them, and also press the notification bell. If anything that I'm posting new, you can be notified as soon as I'm posting. So with that said, thank you very much for joining this live session. I'll see you again very soon trading live. Until that, stay well, stay happy.